Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today we have two snacks to try. So they're both kind of ones where the name sort of says it all. The first we're going to try, this is from our Japan candy box. This is the Yaokin chicken curry twist corn. Fairly straightforward. It is a corn snack that tastes like chicken curry. I think it's going to be pretty good. I am looking forward to it. We are also going to try, this is from our Crave Japan box. This is roasted seaweed. It's pretty straightforward. The ingredients list actually only has 4 ingredients. But I'm looking forward to this one too. I think they're both going to be really pretty good. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So starting with our Yaokin chicken curry twist corn, which feels like such an odd way to say it, but there you have it. There we go. Haha. That's opening super easy. That's interesting. The pieces aren't nearly as big as I thought they might be. This is actually 2 different pieces, and these are 2 of the bigger ones. They're very, very small. It smells good. It smells really good. And honestly, actually, I've gotten a lot of the flavoring on my fingers, which is always a good sign on snacks like these. Oh, that's really good. That is really, really good. So texture-wise, it's kind of like those crunchy Cheetos, right? They're small. They have a really nice little crunch. It's basically a bag, I'd say, of like the small pieces from a crunchy Cheeto bag. But there's a bit of that chicken flavor to it. It has really nice spice and kick to it. That's really good. Honestly, sorry Cheetos, I'd rather eat this than the Cheetos. This is really tasty with that spice in it. I can still feel the spice on my tongue. And, you know, those were just 2 very small pieces, but the flavor in there, really good, really strong. If you like these sorts of snacks, you definitely need to try it. This is so, so good. So moving on to our roasted seaweed. This is going to be kind of interesting. I'm trying to think what's going to be the easiest way to get in here. Especially because, as always, the packaging is beautiful. Okay, what we're going to do. Because, of course, we've got this huge tray to try and keep the seaweed safe and in good condition as it travels. Like, I get it. It just makes this part very difficult. It did! It worked! I'm not putting the tray back in. There is no way I can do that in a reasonable amount of time in this video. Okay, so we're just going to do 1 sheet. And it is so thin. I don't know how well you can see, but yeah, that is such a thin piece of seaweed. It looks really pretty good. All right, I'm going to try it. So I'm going to admit right now, I'm not the person who eats a lot of seaweed on its own. I tend to like it in things, for things like onigiri and sushi and things like that. That is really good. There's definitely a lot of salt on that. It has a really nice, delicate crisp, just because it's so thin, but it has a nice crisp to it. And it is just really tasty. It's one of those where it's super, super simple, right? Like I said, 4 ingredients, only 4 ingredients. But at the same time, really pretty tasty. You get the flavor of the seaweed. You get, there's, like I said, just a lot of salt. Really good, really tasty. I like that. I think part of it is sometimes when I've gotten roasted seaweed, there hasn't been enough salt. This one definitely does. Would recommend. Not a bad seaweed. Kochiso-sama. So to recap, we tried our Yaokin chicken curry twist corn, which is basically a crunchy Cheeto that tastes like chicken curry. And it is quite lovely. It does really well at that. I definitely like it. I highly recommend. We also tried our roasted seaweed, which had really good flavor. It honestly, it had a really good amount of salt on it. Nice, crispy, really pretty good, pretty tasty. I enjoyed both of those. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane.